Welcome everyone, Ed here with Michelle from the Great Indoors, and today we are at Madison Seminary in Madison, Ohio. What do you think, Michelle? We're going to take on some ghosts tonight. What do you think? Are you ready for this?
I'll be ready as ever.
What do you got there?
I got a teddy bear for the daughter, Sarah,
Yeah?
and I thought she would be more than happy to get a Christmas present from Ed and Michelle from the Great Indoors.
Well, there is no guarantee that that's going to work. From what I heard, it doesn't matter whether you give the ghost a teddy bear or not. People have been known to be scratched, bruised. We just signed a waiver that if we lose our vision or anything happens to us, they can't be held responsible. So anything can happen, and maybe it will happen. We're going to see. So come on and join us. We're going to have a scary good time here at the Madison Seminary.
Ooh.
Madison Seminary was originally built in 1847 and used as an educational facility for Lake County men and women till 1891. Then it was taken over by Ohio Women's Relief Corps. The Women's Relief Corps offered housing for wives, sisters, and mothers whose lives were shattered by the loss of a loved one due to the Civil War. Reports of altercations between indigent women from the Civil War period and widows from World War I were common. The fear of being put back on the streets was a constant concern. Madison Seminary started out as a shelter to offer care and compassion, but it has devolved into an oppressive, heart-wrenching place that is scary to this very day.
That was from Marysville is a woman by the name of Blanche Jacobs. Now, if you can imagine, you're coming from Marysville, so obviously you know it's a women's jail. They're on good behavior, so they bring them here to rehabilitate them and hopefully move them into society once their term is up. Women were shuffled back and forth. If they could not behave here, they were sent back. And if they could behave, then they were brought back. Blanche, however, stayed here from 1957 to 1975. I knew that was a date now. According to the Dixons, which is one of the superintendents, the family had a daughter and a son. They talked very highly of Blanche. She was so nice. She made them pies. She got them off the bus. She read them stories. She stayed with them when the Dixons were busy, and she took care of them. However, Blanche's story and how she got here is a complete opposite. Blanche was in 1956. She was caught by her landlady for stealing checks and basically forging checks.
Wow.
This is the second time that she'd been caught. She'd actually been caught in Georgia before then, and they let her go. So she moved up here to Ohio, and she was married to a high-ranking Air Force officer. She had known that the landlord had realized that she was stealing money, so she went to confront her at her house. And the woman was in the basement. She's baking pies. She confronted Blanche and said, "I know what you're doing, and I'm going to turn you in." Blanche, in a fit of rage, what Blanche said she did is she doesn't remember doing any of this, but she took a frying pan, she hit her on top of her head, knocked her to the ground, had grabbed a knife off of the local table where she was peeling apples, and stabbed her multiple times as she tried to get away.
Wow.
So as all this ruckus is going on, her husband hears the noise, comes down the stairs, sees what had happened. Blanche takes the knife and begins to stab him as well as he tries to get away up the steps. So if you would think that is the end of the story, you're wrong. Because what she does is she carries the bodies up into the bathroom on the second floor, puts each one of them in the bathtub, cleans up all the blood, all the mess, locks the house, and tells the local neighbors that they went on vacation. And they would be back in a few days. She actually went for about 3 or 4 days before she couldn't take it anymore, and she told her husband what she did. Her husband, first thing he did was laugh. I don't believe you. You could never do that. As a skinny, petite, dark-haired woman, there's no way that you would have enough that you could do that. He went to the house, he found the bodies, he promptly took her into the jail and turned her in. The whole entire time she was in court, she tried to plead insanity, but they said there was no way that it would be insanity because you basically tried to hide the bodies. She was in Marysville for a year. She was convicted of 2 counts of murder, but she was only in Marysville for 1 year before she was released on honor to come here and work. Once she was here, you would never believe that that's what she had done to get here. Dixon's they would constantly bring women back and forth, and they would help. At this time, we had people here that had mental issues that needed help. We had, they needed people to help teach. And the kids would have had their rooms and everything as well. On the opposite end would have been resident rooms. Except for the first room on the right. When you go in, it is a beautiful room. We've used it for photography. We've used it for a lot of videos. We used to call it the map room because there's a huge map on the wall on the inside. But it was just basically a common area that they were able to sit and read and relax.
Actual working kitchen. Hello? Is there anybody in here with me?
Who is she?
Who is she? Hello, my name is Ed. Anybody in here with me?
Who is she?
Who is she? Hello, my name is Ed. Is someone here with me right now? I feel like a cold air on my face right now. I'm gonna sit this right here. Who is she? My wife Michelle is with me. Who am I speaking to? It's okay to talk. I'm a friendly person. It said, who is she?
Huh?
My ghost tube said, who is she? I just had it like a few seconds ago. Hello? Don't be shy. It's okay to talk now. We're friendly. Are you friendly? All right. Well, you could talk to us. This device over here helps give you a voice. All right, we're going to come back later on. Hopefully you'll be able to, maybe you're a little, nervous about us, but don't be nervous. We're here as friends. It said, who is she?
So you caught it, huh?
Yeah. I just wish she would, this woman, it says Angel. I just got a pickup, it said Angel.
Really?
Yeah. Who? Are you an angel? Here to talk with us? head, and they're moving on. Well, it was nice to meet you. We're going to be here with you for a while, so if you want to keep talking, I'll keep this device on for you. Yeah, it had who is she? And then it said Angel.
What are you using?
The ghost tube.
Ghost tube? Okay.
All right, we're going to be moving on.
Nicknamed the bride's room, and basically it's because of the doll that you see here. It was a gift that somebody had received, and they kind of got heebie-jeebies off of it, so they donated it to one of the volunteers, her name Addie, and she brought it in and put it here. This here, now we know is a, basically it's a drawing rack. When you see it set up with everything else, it kind of gives you the Blair Witch vibe, so sometimes they call this room the Blair Witch room. This room here has been on a lot of YouTube videos as well. We do have a male entity that likes to stay in here. He's very particular about his bride's doll. If you mess with it or you moved it, he did get kind of mean. Sometimes you get scratched. Sometimes you just get yelled at over the machines that we use to talk, and he basically tells you get out, leave, and not so many nice words. The chair here, however, we have here is not original to this building, but what this is the dental chair that would have been used in the 30s, 40s, and 50s. This time in our tour, we actually want to remind you that some of the people that were in this building as a patient were not always treated well. They were actually brought here, some of them were dropped off. At that time with mental health, if for some reason you read books too much and your husband wanted to get rid of you, he brought you here and left you. If he wanted to have his mistress and not you, he could drop you off here and say that you're crazy and leave you here. After a while, if you're with people that were like that in nature, you eventually kind of lost a little bit of your marbles too. The treatment of people then was not nice at all. If you bit, they yanked your teeth. They could tie you to the bed legally. They could tie your legs down, your arms down. They can experiment on you. They can do things that were not nice. A lot of times they would do what you call the electroshock therapy, hydrotherapy, which meant they would put you in ice cold water. A lot of different things that they would do. Before we move up to the top area, which was the asylum area, that is where they would have kept the patients so they could not control on these floors. They were the ones that no matter what they did, they could not control. So they put them in separate rooms upstairs. When they got to be too many, they put them multiple rooms. And you'll see how small these rooms are. But we do, when we take you up there, we ask that you be respectful in nature. Basically, don't provoke, don't be mean, don't say, hey, stupid, what you doing, stuff like that. We like you to remember that they did not have a choice in how they were treated. It was kind of just given to them, and that they were people too. So we like to remind everybody of that before we move up into the top floor of the building. So we'll go ahead and do that now as we go up to the steps and go to shadow figure, a very tall shadow figure. He likes to stay back there. We get a lot of feeling of just gloom and doom and constantly being surrounded. He does tend to move out and in the hallway and stand outside the doorway. Time he doesn't like large crowds.
Oh, you know?
So he likes to single you out and just kind of.
Gonna do a ghost tube investigation.
He likes to be heard. He likes to be known. So he will mess with people.
Does he like?
Here, use this to.
Oh, God.
Whoa, what happened here?
Oh, God.
That's like right out of Silent Hill.
Ugh. I don't want to open the door. I'm scared to open it. Tanner.
Hello,
Tanner. Are you in here, Tanner?
Tanner?
Tanner.
Are you in the shower? Am I in your private space?
Yeah, that's
So he kind of deserved it.
Whoa.
I hate to say he deserved it, he did. When you guys are ready, we'll move over to the other side.
Doing a wonderful job over there.
was, turn the lights on. And it was just a very simple man's voice, turn the lights on. He's very smart, and he will communicate with you if you're patient. Not even
Battle.
When, of course, I didn't know I caught the voice. Volunteer would come in and he goes, "Why are you cleaning this in the dark?" And I said, "I thought the lights didn't work on this floor." And he goes, "No, I fixed them. I just fixed them. You put the lights on." So obviously, the spirit in there knew what he was talking about.
Okay, she was just saying that somebody killed himself by hanging outside the entrance to this bathroom. Hello?
He's kind of rough, kind of short, tempered, so he may talk for a little bit, but he doesn't talk for very long. So we're going to move down to this area where
Danger. No kidding. I don't know why wheelchairs are so creepy, but this one really takes the cake, doesn't it?
Yeah, that was, you ever watch any of the YouTube videos they got on it?
All the time.
Yeah,
That's why I'm here.
Yeah.
This is where they're excavating? Okay, we'll come. They feel that there's a buried body in the foundation of this building. That's what they're going to talk to us about. So what'd you think of the Madison Seminary, Michelle?
Pretty spooky.
Yeah.
I would do that again, let me tell you.
Not as spooky as seeing you with that light on.
Oh,
Whoa.
it's gonna scare the jack-o'-lantern out of me.
So would you do that again?
Oh yeah, I would do even the all-nighter.
Well,
That
there
would
you
be
go.
pretty awesome.
That'd be
you know?
great if we could get like the subscribers all together and all meet up there and have a meetup at the haunted house.
That would be awesome.
yeah.
We got plenty of hotels up there, so if we want to spend the night, we can do that too.
All right. Well, we survived the Madison Seminary. We still have our wits about ourselves. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We had some good captures on our Ghost YouTube app over there, so hopefully I could put this together so you guys could make sense out of it all, because right now my head is still swimming from all the info and inputs and outputs, and it was really a good time. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we enjoyed making the video. Have a great, and if you did enjoy it, make sure that you hit that like button, and if you haven't subscribed, do that too. It really does help out the channel. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great